This is a wild feeling for me to be back in Cove after 15 years. Not only back in Cove, back in Ireland, but mainly back in Cove after 15 years. I lived here in this town 15 years ago and I haven't been back since. So even driving here last night, so I picked up a car from the airport and I drove here, and as I was nearing the town itself, I started to recognize places, and I was like, oh my god, I remember this bridge, I remember this place, like the ruins of this kind of tower or a castle, I remember this kind of building, etc. And it was wild to think, to realize just how much I remember after 15 years of not being here at all, of not even like checking out Cove online, or not even seeing any of the like photos or videos or anything to do with Cove. Like it's just me like disconnected from Cove for 15 years, and then literally quite suddenly being back here. When I moved to Ireland, some 19 years ago, I actually moved to Youghal first. So Youghal was my first town, Irish town where I lived. It was just a very small town with about 5,000 inhabitants or thereabouts. So I lived there for a few years, and then I moved here to Cove with my then partner, and I spent here a bit of time before leaving Ireland, before moving to Australia. So yeah, it feels a bit unreal. It feels completely crazy, but I am looking forward to exploring more, and I am actually going to drive to Youghal as well to see it as well. But today it is all about Cove. Today I am in Youghal, and it was actually really important for me to come here during this trip to Ireland, because Youghal is the very first town that I came to when I moved to Ireland some 19 years ago. So there's a lot of memories for me that are connected to this place, and this was the town where I felt so embraced and so welcomed and so loved, and I had so many lovely adventures that this actually started my stay, my over 4 year stay in Ireland. And so obviously now the place has changed. I am walking around and just noticing all these different changes. Obviously I can't even remember everything exactly as it was, but you know, everything changes. That's just the way that life goes. But it's just such a lovely experience to be here. I've just been to the Red Store, which is a restaurant where I used to live. I've been told by one of my local friends that another place I wanted to go to called The Gate doesn't exist anymore, and that was a bar as well, a very popular bar in Yall, and that it's unfortunately closed. But I am heading to another place called The Keys, where I used to work as well. So, memories and visiting all these places, it definitely feels like an adventure after 15 years. I suppose there aren't as many reasons to come to Yale and to visit it. It is a fairly small town, but if you ever happen to be in this area, maybe stop by Yale, have a drink or a soup with some Irish soda bread and enjoy a few hours in Yale. Oh, and think of me. I feel like I completely forgot just how cute and beautiful Irish towns are. The colorfulness of the buildings and just like the vibe is so lovely here. I love it. I'm kind of falling in love with Ireland all over again. 19 years later.
You're sailing under the most experienced mariner in the
The Titanic was out of Roach's Point behind that. £6 and £8, which doesn't sound like a lot of money, but in 1912.
These are the first class cabins, and very nice they are too. I'll have to bring you below deck hatches.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling this heavy load got under your skin. Howling, you got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in.